Omuma's Whisper. Omuma was a small village nestled in the heart of Nigeria, a place where the rustling of leaves and the hum of the river created a melody of peace. But beneath this tranquility lay a history that many dared not speak of, a past that had shaped me, Ndubuisi Chima, and the path I would be forced to walk. I grew up in Omuma, the son of a hunter and a weaver. My parents were simple people, but they taught me the value of hard work and respect for the land. The grove at the village's edge was sacred ground, a place of worship and reverence. It was said that the grove held the spirits of our ancestors, protecting Omuma from harm. When I was 18, a devastating fire swept through the grove. No one knew how it started, but the consequences were severe. Crops failed, sickness spread, and the once thriving village fell into despair. I was among those who believed the grove was nothing more than a patch of trees, and I dismissed the elders' warnings about its importance. In my youthful arrogance, I led efforts to clear what remained of the grove, hoping to make way for farmland. That decision changed everything. The outsiders arrive. Years passed and Omuma struggled to recover. I left the village, seeking a better life in the city. But fate had other plans. A letter from my sister, Nena, brought me back. She spoke of a group of outsiders led by a man named Chijoke, who claimed to represent a development company. They offered to buy the land where the grove once stood, promising to bring wealth and progress to Omuma. When I returned, I found a village divided. Some, like Ekene, a childhood friend, supported the deal, seeing it as an opportunity to escape poverty. Others, led by the elder Mama Ugo, opposed it fiercely, believing that selling the land would bring disaster. I met with Chijioke, a slick man in a tailored suit. He was charming and persuasive, but something about him felt off. He dismissed the elders' concerns, calling them superstitions, and painted a picture of a bright future for Omuma. Despite my doubts, I couldn't ignore the village's plight. The promise of new roads, schools, and jobs was tempting. But as I walked through the remnants of the grove, memories of the fire and its aftermath came rushing back. The air felt heavy, as if the land itself was warning me. The gathering storm tensions escalated as the village prepared to vote on whether to sell the land. Fights broke out, old friendships fractured, and fear hung in the air like a storm cloud. Mama Ugo approached me one evening, her eyes filled with worry. "Ndubuisi," she said, "you were chosen by this land. Even if you don't see it yet, the grove still lives and it needs you." I wanted to dismiss her words, but the earnestness in her voice gave me pause. That night, I dreamt of the grove as it once was, a place of light and harmony. A figure emerged from the trees, a shadowy being that seemed both menacing and mournful. When I awoke, I knew I couldn't ignore the signs.